Hi, everybody. Um, Trying to see if I have everything I want out here or not. I think so. Almost. Let me grab my another gadget. Why not? I've got too much shit on my table and I need to clean it off. Bad enough that I have to use a dining table to do my cooking stream, but so yeah, not a lot of specific going on today. Got some sides to make, and it's been a bit since I went live, so I figured I'd pop in and say hi. I miss you guys. I may do this etching. That's why this stuff is here. This is a scraper I've been meaning to do since Christmas time for my friend Lori. We'll see if we get to that. And that's not cooking, right? Are you here for the cooking? I'm September. Pardon me. And my mic's muted. Okay, let's try that again, huh? Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, okay, mute that one. There we go. So I guess you could hear me the whole time. Jeez. My audio mixer's a mess. I have a lot of stuff on my stream I need to fix. I need to get my throne floating in here. Everything got disconnected because I had to reset some stuff because a pirate doing an incursion on my son's business site. And I'm a little confused about the chat I'm seeing, a log of a chat. Casby Gaming is in it. Bill Shim. Uh, that's not my stream. And it's showing in my OBS stream chat, so it's a little confusing. So let's get into our chat today. Hi. Oh, hi, Natalie. I'm September, also known as 9 of 12. I like to show you all to cook and how to cook and show you it's not hard and help you be inspired to try new things or try things you thought you couldn't do because you can do it. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I do want to get some back to basics thing happening here soon. I realize, like, I've done donair twice, and I never did just do a meatloaf. Like, what the hell am I thinking? I need to grab a bowl. But today I wanted to jump in here. It's been a bit, and I'm gonna make let's chat about some stuff, but make the Thai cucumber salad I have made before with a ribeye. You can find that stream archived in my YouTube. Yeah, what is with the stream chat on my, like, Natalie is here. I can see it in my managing chat for, yes, I'm closing it. On my iPhone where I've got the stream management open, but the OBS one is just up the chat pop-up window is someone else's stream. So let me see. Sorry, I've been running around all morning and I had blood drawn and stuff. So I'm a little more scattered than I am sometimes. But I'm gonna make, I found, I got broccoli slaw mix marked down at the store the other day. And I did do some pulled pork, like cheater, in the instant pot yesterday, and then used a little liquid smoke mesquite flavor that was in the stuff my dad passed on to me. Because Rob has band practice tonight, so he's just gonna like have chicken fingers and whatever, and hopefully some of the Thai cucumber salad. It's one of the few vegetables I can get him to eat, so that's why I'm whipping that up to be able to sit and be delicious by the time he eats it in a couple hours. And the broccoli slaw, I'm pretty sure my son Vic will eat it too. We'll be having pulled pork. Fletcher had to go to work at 4:30, so um, I made the pulled pork so that me and Vic and Fletcher could, at our convenience, just heat it up and have sandwiches. And I'm pretty sure he didn't eat any before work. He probably went to freaking cookout again. Let me see. What do I want to put in this salad? And I make some coleslaw dressing. Oh, I might put some dried cranberries and walnuts in it. I couldn't find any golden raisins, which I like in my broccoli slaw or in couscous curry salad. So, anyway, blah, 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 blah. Thai cuke, it's so dirty and worn out. I'm going to have to do something about this. I wonder if there's a digital version of this cookbook available somewhere. Okay. And then in the in-betweens, I'm going to talk about, I'll show you some cool stuff then I can get off the table that my son gave me because he's awesome. So, the dressing is garlic. I'll put, I'm only using 1 cucumber like usual instead of like 3. But I'm still going to put 2 cloves of garlic because we are a no such thing as too much garlic household. This is really papery. Let's get rid of some of this paper stuff. I have too much shit here. I'm going to have to move some shit. Okay, I'm not going to do actually cooking, so I'm going to move my Instant Pot and my burner out of our way. I already unplugged most things. There. Aha! Ha ha ha! I got a lot of spices out that I need to put away too. And my pierogi press because I was taking a picture and showing my son, my eldest son, something about it. I know you all watch me make pierogies, right? So I found that if you open the press and use the other side, you can turn it and it'll be a cutter and it'll cut to the right size for the press to make the pierogi. My son and his wife love empanadas. And I was there this past weekend to see the grandbaby, and they got an empanada press. And I didn't look at it closely, but I couldn't remember if his was the same way, and you could just turn it around, flip it over to use as a cutter. So I had that out because I was sending him a picture and showing him that that's a thing. The cutting board was out just to remind me to oil it. I got some new pans. I think there's more coming. My son gave me these. Ooh, sorry. I know you've seen me use my Wolfgang Puck set and how blackened and messed up they are. And these are Calphalon. Fancy, right? He managed to, was going very high heat and warp them like just slightly. And his stovetop is induction. So they are garbage for him now. These nice pans. Because induction has to be making full contact. So it was like heating one side of the pan and all kinds of grief. He's pretty grouchy about it. But was very happy to give them to me. So because I am really bad at investing in myself for that kind of thing, for nice new pans. Wish my throne list was up here. I did add some new things to my throne list, guys. I guess here's where the begging portion is. but I got to use my bot anyway because it doesn't work until after I use it. So if you're interested in helping me out with the stream, I've been putting things there that will really help me. And they've got a feature where you can crowdfund stuff. So you could like pick something that's crowdfunded and just throw a couple bucks at it. And if people throwing a couple bucks at it. And the other day I put on there a GoPro camera. I would love to do some cooking streams outside at the grill and or when I'm smoking we could hang out. I mean, not for, well, maybe I would do a long one. Bacon only takes a couple hours. Or come in at the end. I'm not sure exactly how I'd do it yet, but I would love to do some outdoor cooking. I love cooking on the fire, in my cast iron, stuff like that. But I would definitely need a GoPro or something that I could do. Maybe put on my new hat. Check out my new hat. Oh, you have Calphalon? Good. I've never used them. I'm going to assume it's just going to be a similar good quality to my Wolfgang Puck ones that I've had for, I don't know, a really long time. But sharing them with people who don't take as good care, and maybe I didn't take as good a care. Like they're all black on the underside and stuff. They still work fine, but they're a really nice heavy bottom, stainless, and I'm glad I already know how to use them. But my stovetop is gas, and then even the burners I use here are like a electric cast iron burner, so they'll be great on that. I feel bad that the poor kid can't use them because of his induction. I don't know why he was cooking that hot or why they warped. I mean, that strikes me as a defect. I might have contacted Calphalon if I were him. It says they're good for induction, so they should not have warped that easy. I mean, they feel really heavy. He also gave me shit. I don't know where it is. A carbon steel wok. I have been seeing them popping up at Aldi recently. I'm gonna wash this cucumber off quick. But I didn't want to invest the money because I do have a wok I like that's really ancient. I don't remember where I got it. But it's well seasoned. Although I do that high heat. You want to do stir frying high heat. And the handles are wood, and I can't believe I haven't burned them off. But anyway, I was saying to him I didn't want to buy it, and then what if I hated it? Because I've never used that kind of wok, and it's a single handle, which seems great for flipping. The carbon steel is pretty heavy compared to whatever, I don't know what the one I have is made out of. And Ginger. He had one just hanging around, I think in his garage or something. This is going to be almost enough. I don't know if I have to open another ginger. No, I'm going to put more. He got it at like an Asian grocery because he lives in a bigger city and gets to have things like that. And he hadn't used it yet, so he gave it to me to give it a trial run, try it out. Loaned it to me, I think. I've got to take some Goo Gone to it where the sticker I felt was peeled off. This needs about half a cup, but I'm going to put a little less, I think. Rice vinegar, ginger, garlic. What else is in here? some salt. And report back to him with that, which is cool. I don't have pepper out here, do I? Yes, I do. Nope, that's coriander. Put your shit away. I'm so disorganized. I don't know how I do anything. I shouldn't say I'm disorganized. I am organized in a way only I would understand. It's a Virgo thing, I am told. You know what? There's white pepper right here, and that's probably great. Actually, it's good for this anyway. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm using sugar, not Splenda. So let's see. Connor gave me Calphalon pans, which I'm excited. Fancy. And about 2 tablespoons. And the wok, which I will try soon. Another funny thing, we went, not this weekend, past weekend, the weekend before, up north. He and his wife and the baby went, and I went separately to his biological grandfather's funeral visitation. And trying to decide if the balance is right. A little more vinegar, and then let the garlic macerate. And he must have remembered the last time I had been at his house and was talking about before our curry episode I did here, and I had been having trouble finding. There we go. That's good. Cumin seed, and I ordered it online, so I have like a bag of it now. But he apparently, I think this was a Costco find. He brought me cumin seed, just little, right? I have all the cumin now. So if anybody wants any, my friend Lori's gonna take some, but I doubt this is gonna. I have it forever. I'm gonna have to put that in a dark place to keep it from degrading. Oh, so I started to finish my hat, my new Frog Pants hat. This is new on the Frog Pants store, Frog Pants community, blah blah. Frogpants.com. Good friends, good people hang out over there. I meet lots of friends, and I'm going to Nerdtacular in June there. But the kind Dr. Jerry Tolbert, who made some great donations when we did our New Year's charity stream, when I did mine, and a bunch of other people at New Year's. Yeah, I said New Year's charity stream, right? You can go when Scott Johnson is live, when the Frog Pants Network's live, you can go to their store and donate, like, to do a giveaway on whatever stream is going. And Scott was mentioning and talking about this hat on a stream. It was brand new at the time. It's embroidered like the Frog Pants logo. And Jerry Tolbert, Dr. Jerry, went to the store and he did a giveaway, and I won the first one. And then a bunch more where people started doing it and giving away stuff in the hats. And I was like, I got the first one ever. I got it in this green, and it fits great and it's comfortable. Nice quality hat. Okay. Next, I'm gonna do the onion and the jalapeno and cucumber and blah blah blah. Do 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 do. Let's see if I've got something else to mix up my broccoli, slaw dressing, and I'm going to be eating a lot of broccoli slaw if Victor won't eat any. Might be another Lori thing. Although I tried to give Lori food last week and she said no. She just, she also loves to cook and she had a whole lot of food in the house because one of her sons stays with her a lot and then he just wasn't hanging around. So she had a bunch of extra food. But I dropped off some of the potato leek soup with Beth, another dear friend of mine that I love, love, love. And so I dropped off some of that soup for her and picked up her Christmas tree. Now I just need rain so that we can have our annual, somewhere around May Day, usually fire where we burn people's leftover Christmas trees. If you've never set a Christmas tree on fire, you're missing out because it goes a giant, huge fire. And at my house, we have a tree of fire, and it's exciting. And we have 3 this year. We have, I haven't heard from anybody else yet. Sometimes our friend Megan, do I just put all this jalapeno in? I mean, what am I going to, oh, but I got another one. Shoot. I've got this cucumber jalapeno tequila. I'll taste it. That I might want to, I'm going to make a margarita with. No. Yeah, I'm not going to put the rest in there. I'll use it for margarita. Yeah. Okay, noise. That's not noisier than me by. I really like that it's I see a lot of food streamers worry about their processors being really noisy, but I don't know if it's just this mic is good enough. It's keeping it from being crazy loud. Okay. So, there we go. Minced up onions and jalapenos. Put this blade on the slicer side. That's what I'm using there, that blade, to do the cucumber. Take off the end. Do. Do. Cool. All set. You know what I did? I only brought one bowl out to do 2 salads. Smart, huh? It's okay. Let's get this in here. Man, we love this salad. Have you tried this one yet, anybody? Oh, look, my Ko-fi page bot went off. Cool. That's another way folks can help out. I do have a coffee set up. Buy me a coffee. I probably won't buy coffee with it. I'll probably buy stuff for the stream. I almost certainly will. Anything anybody donates by any means through the stream is getting used for the stream. Because that's just the way it is. That's what I feel like. If you did anything to help me out here, that's your intention was to help me out here, not just buy me coffee or something. It's just being weird. So you gotta stir this up pretty good because when you slice the cukes, they want to stay in a pile, and we want the dressing in there with all of them. And this gets better as it sits. The next day, it gets the cucumbers get a little limp, but it's fine. It's kind of like a fridge pickle at that point. But first day, in a couple hours, these will be very, very tasty because they're nice and thin sliced, and that dressing will get all in there. The flavors will meld. Marry me cuke salad. What is the marry me thing? I gotta look at those recipes. Like marry me chicken, I never heard of it until recently. It seems like being brought up constantly all over the place. Now, what Red Lobster's doing marry me shrimp? What does the flavor profile? What does that mean? Yes, salad season. This one is so good. It's just a little spicy and it's very customizable, a little sweet. Well, it's not very sweet. The sugar really just, for me anyway, the where I put it in, because I feel like I always end up putting more vinegar in because I don't want it to be sweet. It just kind of offsets the acidity level. It's like if you're doing 3 cucumbers, it's what? A half a cup of vinegar and like 2 tablespoons of sugar. The original recipe calls for Splenda. But I don't keep it in the house anymore. Got my nails done, and she filed my skin a little bit, and vinegar stings there. It's not great. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure these all separate. Separate, damn it! Okay, cool. Throw that in the fridge. Hey, I got all over my shirt. Happens you don't wear an apron. And I'll be right back to make some broccoli slaw. Which I haven't decided if I'm putting cranberry and walnuts in or not. There's the lid. I just saw the lid for that. These bowls are Wolfgang Puck too, by the way. They've got nice plastic lids that sit in them. Okay. A smaller bowl that size, can't use, won't be able to mix. I don't know where my medium bowls are. Dang nabbit. I simultaneously have too many bowls and not enough bowls. Weird, right? Okay, let's start with some mayo. How much is this? A pound. It's probably good. I don't like to use too much dressing on salads. Kind of a lot of pepper. Cream sauce with sun-roasted tomatoes. Okay. Not that big a deal, right? I'm going to tell you the funniest thing. My grandson, we all went to this Italian place. I don't know if I mentioned this last stream. Can't hurt though. After the visitation, and I want to use agave for this, I think. Agave. And cider vinegar. And I got a vodka penne, and he loved it. His baby was more and more. He just kept wanting my pasta. He was sharing everybody's food. You know, we're trying, tasting new things. He's like 16 months old, and man, he really liked the vodka penne. So, unfortunately, I went. Oh, my Dijons. Why do I never remember to shake it? It always freaking separates. Goodness. All right, that's all you're getting. I was at Trader Joe's because this weekend when I went to Connor's house to take him some of the shit ton of wine that we got from my dad's house. What else do I want to put in this? Sugar. It was really reasonably priced. I'm surprised at how Trader Joe's is super reasonably priced. Probably only about a tablespoon. And it was like $2 something a jar for organic and vodka sauce. I came home, I made some with, I used it with some ravioli yesterday, and it was not great. You really wouldn't have known. I mean, the stuff I got at the restaurant in Lockport was not super creamy either, which is fine, but it did have that, you know, little bit of creaminess, and you don't really taste vodka, but I'm guessing chemically the purpose of it is that it gets a really low acidity because it tasted like their Sunday gravy, you know, like their marinara, just with a little bit of cream and the vodka added. So, but this stuff from Trader Joe's was just like just tasted kind of like a marinara. That's pretty good. Do I want a little more acidic? So I ended up doctoring it, except I didn't have any. I had vodka because I had a little bottle that had come with some gin. Trying to get me to try this kind. But I didn't have any cream, and I didn't want to put like yogurt or sour cream in it. I thought that might be really weird. So I doctored it as much as I could, but kind of disappointing. Not going to buy it again. I kind of want to, I feel like I want to put a little yogurt in this. Just a smidge. I feel like it needs a little more tang, but not vinegar tang. Yeah, I've got some Greek yogurt. Get out another spooky little spatula. Because when I make coleslaw dressing, I know a lot of Southerners are like very particular about mayo only, but I do sometimes use mayo and sour cream like I do for my blue cheese dressing or whatever. Oh, just a little. Now I can also pretend it's healthy, right? Because it's not all mayo. Yeah, first time I told a Southerner, like a friend of mine that's from here, that I put some sour cream in my slaw dressing, they just, like, boy, they were aghast. I couldn't believe that it was that big a deal. Yeah, see, it's also giving it a little thickness. I wanted it thicker, so it clings nicely to the... Okay, that was right call. So for those of you at home, there's mayo. Mostly it was maybe third cup. Some Dijon mustard, white pepper. I didn't put any salt. Plenty of salt in the mayo. Apple cider vinegar. Agave, just a little scorp, and a little bit of Greek yogurt. Making dressing, if y'all haven't done it that way, in the bottom of your bowl and then tossing your salad in it, works with just about any salad. It's a good way to get it nicely dressed. See, I find it easier than pouring it over. Okay, now I'm going to give this a taste and figure out if I want to add any dried cranberries. or anything. Wow, they went a little hard with the stems being very, very fibrous and having almost no florets in this. But hey, it's what we use broccoli slaw for, right? To use up broccoli stems. Hmm. All right. It needs a little time. I don't think it needs the nuts or the cranberries. I might save those until I find some golden raisins and make a curry couscous salad. That's something I have not made in years that would be great for the stream. It's something that they used to have at the salad bar at Wegmans many moons ago. I'm going to put a little salt on this. Now that it's mixed, I can tell it does need a little, and it'll help break down the broccoli. But they had this curried couscous salad I would always get at their salad bar, and then I figured out kind of how to make it. But that was like 30 years ago. And I never really got my grown family into couscous that much, except for my oldest, because he really likes camping, and it was more than the other two. The other two were fine with it. The youngest really enjoyed it with his friends, but my oldest father was also big on outdoorsy things and camping, and he taught me that couscous is great camp food. I also have to find the other piece to my, I don't know, I did the other piece for my new immersion blender. I'm almost out of mayo, but I'm determined to make my homemade mayo next time I need mayo, which will be soon. So, because couscous, all you have to do is boil water and pour it in and let it sit and it hydrates and it's done. So it's freaking great for camping. I remember when he Dibs showed me that. I was like, oh, wow. Like, how did I not think of that? And then I shared with him some of my favorite camping things, like, you can just throw a head of garlic and some foil next to the fire and roast it and put it on everything, and mosquitoes will stay off you, despite what the all-around science said. The research says it seemed to work for me. Lots of garlic and just soaking some corn in your cooler, throwing that in the fire with or without foil. Like I said, I need that GoPro. I love camp cooking. I'd be curious to see if what kind of signal my router could push to where my fire pit is. I should do some testing before I even continue to make plans with the GoPro. Should work. Should work. We'll see. Okay, what else was I gonna do? I made both the sides I wanted. Cool. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts today. I did a lot of running around this morning. I had an incident with Red Cross. I don't know, like 6 months ago or something. I went to schedule my giving blood, my donation. like normal, I try to donate as often as I can. Having experience with close friends and family who need who have needed blood products in emergency or in cancer treatment, and so it's something I can do to help people. Oh, I know. I'll put oil in this. I broke another thing happened right before the trip. I knocked one of these off the table. I love these sprayers. They spray nice. A green one and a brown one. The green one is olive oil. The brown one had vegetable oil. And right before we left on the trip, I knocked it off the table by mistake, and it broke. And there's nothing like cleaning up a giant pile of oil on the floor. So I will be more careful this time. But I immediately went to the TikTok shop where I had gotten it and ordered another one because I like it so much. And I should say I ordered two because they come in a set of two. If you get these, a little bit counterintuitively, the big end is not what snaps on the top. That's like filtered and it goes down toward the bottom of the jar. It's this little end. You got to shove in this little end here. So I ordered them right away. And then when I went to my son's house this weekend, I took him what it would now be my extra. So I kept my green one. I gave him the green one. And I'm going to refill this with regular vegetable oil. I knew I had something else to do, maintenance-y. Anyway, Red Cross. Sorry. Wow. I swear I'm undiagnosed. I must have ADHD. My husband says I do. I don't know. I went to schedule blood donation and it said I couldn't give again until like 26.99 or something. Will not be alive then. So I thought it must be a software glitch because it was just like such a weird giant number. For the year I'd be allowed again. I was suspended or on hold or something. Here we go. Oh no, work. There we go. Nice white spray. And I called and they said, "Oh no, you can't give right now, and I can't tell you why." Because HIPAA, I had to be transferred to somebody who was allowed to tell me why. And they looked it up, and you'd think they'd tell you when something like this happens, but I had a false positive for a communicable disease for Hep B, probably because I had recently gotten either the COVID or the flu vaccine or both or something, and that can throw off those results. Just so you know, wait a couple weeks to get blood or a month or something if you just got vaccinated. So it was a false positive. They sent out a culture, and I, of course, do not have HEP. But then there was a process. So I had to schedule this test, and I couldn't even do that for 6 months. So I just went today, and they drew some blood, and sometime in the next couple of weeks or something, they will send me the results, and I will be allowed to give blood again, provided they're negative, which they should be. I am fine. And yeah, that's about that. I really should start this, right? Is this an accountability thing to try and do this on stream so that I don't keep putting it off? I'm looking for my weeding tool too. This is all cut out from my Cricut. If I had a GoPro, I would run around my house here, hiding and reorganizing all of these things that belong to the stream, but put my cover on my microphone. There we go. Hey, I found one piece of my immersion blender. I think it's the piece I need though. I really want to make this mayonnaise soon, so I'm going to have to find that. A whole lot of receipts that need to go somewhere else. Oh, the brains. The brains are slow today. I had it out because I was talking about it at the beginning of the stream. I said take it off the cutting board because I was, doing food things on that. Man. Oh, I gotta show you the other cute thing I got. Look. I showed this off last stream, didn't I? Yeah. Hold your Aldi quarter. I still have to mail that to my sister. Well, if I find a good jarred vodka sauce, I'll let you know. I imagine, oh, there's my weeder. It's tricky because, it's cream-based, and you have to have very special canning processes. How do I want to do this? I haven't made one of these in a while. I'm trying to remember which way I need to weed so that you can see. If I weed out Lori's kitchen, then I have to leave on the outlines. Just like sewing, stenciling is something that makes you have to think in reverse because you're etching into, okay, yeah. So this is mine, if you can see. So I definitely left it so that my name is shiny and the utensils are are etched. I'm a little concerned because Lori's name the letters are less fat than mine, so it's going to be harder to weed around. But I can't really invert that because I would have to etch the whole thing and then it would have a weird lopsided border going on. So we start here. Nope. And try to keep the letters. Don't want to stay on it. On the back. And we already lost an apostrophe, but that's fine. Apostrophe's and is for kitchen. I'm gonna probably fucking swear a lot. Yeah, I think. These cuts are gonna be a fucking bitch to pull up from. See how tiny that end is? Teeny, teeny, tiny. I do keep trying. But Rory's kitchen is a lot of letters to try and make behave. I need to get is a letter stencil. Ooh, H, behaving pretty decently. That I can use nail polish with. I don't know if that would work the metal etching though. With armor etch, with glass etching, you can use nail polish to cover the area that you're trying to stencil on and like basically paint what you want, and then use acetone after you've used the armor etch to remove the nail polish, and ta-da, your thing will be stenciled. See? Holy commotion. No, don't stick to each other. I can make these I can line these up how I want once I get them all out of this piece of vinyl. I, K, oh, all right, I got the whole word kitchen. Almost. There. Looks like a kindergartner wrote it all crooked, or it's all crooked like it's sarcastic, but I can fix it. The hard part of rearranging these is you do have to be careful which side it's on. I should probably switch this stream to crafting or some shit, right? I'm not cooking. I mean, the conversation can still be cooking if anybody wants to talk about anything else related to what I was just making or anything else I should make. Open to suggestions. I know I'm very late in fulfilling Barney's request to do Alfredo on stream. Alfredo or carbonara, but I feel like I never make the carbonara anymore. Like my son Fletcher makes it. He's the one who wants it more often, and he can make it. So it's one of the few things like I can have and not have to do it my damn self. And he's not interested in streaming, so. But maybe I'll do Alfredo because that is something that I'm bad at. Mostly because I was just trying to make it up when I tried to make it, and I was doing it wrong, and I was failing. And then, so I quit doing it. And that's the kind of attitude I'm trying to help other people defeat. So a little hypocritical for me not go ahead and do the damn carbonara, right? Okay, let me pull these other bits up. These are so cute. So, what do you consider the American version? If I'm not incorrect, oh, there's Lori's S. That has cream in it, right? It's like cream sauce. Like, I buy jarred Alfredo, honestly. But traditional Italian is just, it's only pasta water, right? Cheese, and then use pasta water to make it into sauce, which sounds like would be much more foolproof. Because my problem with that I was always screwing up is, some garlic and this and that and butter, and I put the cheese in, and then I would try to, put cream in, and it would break it. So, ew. Then it's all oily, and so I gave up. But if I looked at a recipe, I might have had a better clue. And I feel like this pasta water version is would be much friendlier to me. So I'm thinking that's what I would try. And Barney, who requested I make it, I believe that what he believes in is that traditional style with no cream. Oh my gosh, I can't get this freaking C off it. I just messed up the whole, I lined up that whole word, and then whatever. I'm going to try to get these letters out of here, and then I'll fucking worry about it. Another E. Get off. I think my weeding tool is just hanging on to these too tight. Like it's unnecessarily sticky or something. Earth. Get off. This damn eye. Little tiny eye. Get off. Now it's stuck to my finger.
Hello, internet people.
Yes, cheese and pasta water. See, I feel like I could do that much easier without breaking it. What? What's your problem, Rob?
No, I'm just muttering to myself. Oh no, I guess they haven't gone as hog wild on me as I thought.
Fletcher had some last night. I think it's the only ones that have been eaten. Unless Vic got up in the middle of the night.
I only need like 3 of these because they're gigantic.
I am struggling with this eye. There. The R came off, no problem. I'm getting close. Then I just have to fight with those fucking letters after I get them out of this vinyl. Ugh.
10 minutes.
There's a U. There's a U. Hey. Ho ho ho.
Oh, you're muttering?
Muttering at the vinyl.
It happens. I mutter lots. The number of times you've asked me what I was.
What? And he's muttering at the computer.
I was talking to myself today.
Well, I'm talking to people. See, I got an excuse. I'm yelling at vinyl, muttering at vinyl, but I'm also talking to at least Natalie here, Stormy.
I'm muttering at my own executive dysfunction.
I don't know if you could hear that. My husband's very silly. Oh, okay, let me see. Heavy cream. Now it's stuck to my fingernail. Now it's stuck to the tool. Now it's stuck to my fingernail. Now it's stuck to the tool. Hey. Get off. All right. I'm so close. I'm like one letter. I only have one letter to do, and then it'll just be pushing them around to where I want them. But you need to come off this fucking tool. Oh my God. Lori, I love you, but Jesus, I didn't even realize why I was avoiding this so hard. There. Here's my chef knife. Okay, L.
Are you crafting a request for Lori?
No, it's not a request. This is like, I was going to do this for her at Christmas time.
Oh.
And I never got around to it. I've had this cut out since then. Because I gave her glass cutting tools. She had been talking at one of our crafty days that we occasionally do at her place about all kinds of stuff she wanted to make, cutting glass. So I got her glass cutting tools. But then I couldn't wait to give them to her because I am impatient and like to give presents. So I gave it to her well before Christmas So I was going to go ahead and do this for closer to Christmas and just never did it. All right. Come on. Oh, almost. There's one little piece of whisk that didn't come out. Come on. Come on, you little booger. Make sure I put the right side down. Get it. Get it. Get it. And yes, there are easier designs, and I'm making this really hard on myself. But I like this one, and I mean, this isn't actually so hard. It's just that shorter names are easier, like Ember's Kitchen was easier, because the letters aren't so teeny tiny, and I'm going to have to make sure it's really stuck down good before I put the chemical on, so that it doesn't bleed around and ruin being able to read the name. I'm concerned this isn't going to work because I made the letters too small. That's okay. If my son weren't living in my fucking craft room, love him, but I could just cut out another one and take only the letters off. All right. This is kind of being a cow. I'm just out of practice. That's my problem. And after I do this, I still have to do the masking tape thing to transfer tape, I should say. I don't use Cricut transfer tape. It's too sticky and makes everything harder. But if I use, let me try a chopstick. I have this thing that's basically a giant roll of masking tape that works much easier to transfer your stuff. Transfer your vinyl to your object. There's the A. Holy crap. All right. I'm going to go and do this away from here and finish it up. But thanks for being here today and enjoying my broccoli salads situation and my whatever other situation. Sorry, what broccoli salad, cucumber salad. I'm getting a request from Sean. Yes, sir. Noon 30, I'll be recording another episode of Tipple Theory. We lost some episodes. It's been a long time. If any of you listen to Tipple Theory, this season has been a long time coming at this point. We tried to get a couple in the bag so that we could just finish recording and release them all at once, and we had a lot going on in our lives. But he lost some episodes and had to recover them from a different hard drive or something. I don't know. I'm looking to see if there's anybody I want to raid. Nah, not today. But he just recovered those, so we're gonna record a new one Friday, and then I think we're going to start releasing probably the week after. Crossing my fingers. Follow us today if you haven't yet. It's a fun show. You can find all of my stuff at 9of12.com. That's NINEOF12.com. I mean, not all my stuff. You might want to look below here. I've got some work to do. I've got a special offer from Amazon to make extra money on if folks go and buy Amazon some basics. I don't know if you've ever ordered Amazon basics, but I've gotten some good deals on some basic products like USB cords and stuff that I needed that arrived super quick. We do have Prime. I know. I haven't given up my Amazon. Sorry. Um, look below for my Amazon sponsored link. I've had that forever and ever, and I've never had anybody use it. So I guess that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out, and I look forward to cooking with you soon.